Hey everybody, Shaggy and Scoob here, welcoming you to the Scooby-Doo Snackcast. Me and Scoob, we eat Scooby snacks all the time, so we figured, why not have a podcast about it, right, Scoob? Yeah, right, Ruby Rex. Yeah. So on the first thing on our agenda, the new pepperoni Scooby snacks. What do you think of those, Scoob? Well, hey, what the hell is going on in here? Row. Zoink, Scoob, it's those slagged out guys. What are you doing in our recording room? Get out of here now. Zoinks, let's get out of here, Scoob. Okay. Jeez.
We really don't need to be here. He can just do it all on his own.
I wasn't aware we had a room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all in the same place, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I fly out every week and we just rent a warehouse.
There's Scooby snacks everywhere now, and just Our Scooby snacks are dog treats, right? They're not even cookies. I mean, they made a real Scooby snack that was like cookies, and they were freaking delicious, and I loved them.
Did they have chocolate in them?
No, they were like they were kind of like the Golden Grams things, except they were Scooby snacks. It's kind of like that.
I think it would have been funny and ironic if they had chocolate in them.
I'm sure they had a chocolate version, but why would that be funny or ironic?
Chocolate kills dogs.
I sent you video games.
That's right.
I have sent you video games, by the way.
Awesome, I have video games now. So, yeah, welcome to Lagged Out.
For the first time in his life,
Yeah,
he has video games.
You gotta check the message I sent with it. Glorious.
Oh my goodness, apparently have to stop the podcast. Stop, everybody stop everything. I got a game. Oh, I can't look at it because sorry, an error was encountered while processing your request because Steam is complete crap right now. So since I can't look at that, hi everybody, Lagged Out. It's me, Ginky. Wilbo and Jared are also here again. I don't know why they came back. I believe I sent out a memo to everyone that I hate everybody, but okay, I guess I didn't, so. I just got the message. Willow just gifted me a copy of The Killing Floor so I can play with him. And he gave me a little message. It says, Josh, quit being so black, damn it, I feel the dark adult taking over. Enjoy.
It's like Kuma sent you the game.
Kuma sent me a game.
Quit being so black, damn it. I feel the dark adult taking over. Kuma.
So, why do I hear sound effects in the background? Are you playing video games again?
No, I swear.
Well,
I'm not playing Symphony of the Night. I promise.
Again.
Again.
I promise. Well, what else have you been playing?
Earth Defense Force. Insect Armageddon. Yeah, game's awesome.
I still
You need to hurry up. Get it, Ferk.
Well, you know what? I already got it. It's just a matter of Best Buy sending it to me, and then me going to the destination that it was sent to, and then getting it back to where my Xbox is. And then I'll have it.
And then we can fight giant robots and bugs and spiders and giant robotic praying mantises that launch sonic booms at you. Bug you!
I'm up for that. Sure.
Best game ever.
So, what else have you been playing?
Well, I was playing Killing Floor. I got back into it since this laptop can apparently play it somewhat on lowest settings and still get delay. But I can still play it.
Excellent. What have you been playing, Jared?
Rocksmith.
Of course. Is that all you play?
With the amount of money I have right now, yes.
Rocksmith all day, every day.
I see.
Plus, learning to play songs is a little bit harder than just playing them in, like, Rock Band or something.
I guess. But, is it as flashy and fun as Rock Band?
In its own way, yeah.
Does it have awesome songs like the ones in Rock Band that are constantly updated with new content?
Not the same amount, but it's got some pretty good songs.
Like what?
Well, this entire Megadeth pack that came out a week or two ago.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this as well. What else? What else did give you? You said they came out with a new pack, right?
Yeah, a free Christmas pack. Just like
Like Christmas songs, or are they completely unrelated to Christmas?
Christmas songs, but kind of
I'm
jazzed up a
offended.
little bit.
I'm offended. What about all the other people that celebrate holidays? What about Kwanzaa songs, rock songs, or the
Good
Hanukkah
one.
rock songs? Huh? Why don't they have 8 Crazy Nights by Adam Sandler in there? I want to be
Because
able to
that
go,
is a terrible song.
but I want to be able to go shabba labba doo labba dee.
You still can. Nothing's stopping you.
Well, I want to do it in Rocksmith.
You could sing into the mic. They're instrumentals.
Wait, there's a
You
mic
can
in
add
it?
your own vocal. Yeah, it's not like as full feature as Rock Band, but it has the lyrics go across the top, and you can sing along if you want. It'll tell you if you're getting the song right, like the right pitch.
I see. I will be sure not to do that.
That's what I do.
Well,
I'll keep up.
let's see. What have I been playing? Oh, last week I started playing some Smash Brothers Brawl again. I was visiting a friend for the weekend, and he spent like 3 months gathering hacks and things for Brawl and compiling them into his own version of Smash Brothers.
Were they elite hacks?
Yes, lead hacksaws even.
Is it only acceptable type of hacks?
They he got like all the characters have new skins and a new intro video and different music for everything. Like we started it up and it was playing the Mortal Kombat theme. So
Why?
it's pretty great.
Why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Brawl themes superior.
It's good, but it's his version of the game, so I had to just take my blows. But yeah, we started playing that, and we had the best time ever because we were doing like a bunch of random matches. We were just picking characters like, oh hey, I can pick Falco who looks like Leon the chameleon from Star Fox. That's cool. Oh hey, I can pick Ness who looks totally like the Minecraft dude now. Okay. But then at one point we were like, okay, let's do Dragon Ball Z matches because he had a level. The most impressive thing about the hacks for Brawl are the levels to me. I mean the characters are great; those look fantastic. But what really gets me is some of the levels and how well they work. Because like one of the levels someone made was they just recreated the Tenkaichi tournament setting from the old Dragon Ball series, the original series, where it's like just an arena and then there's out of bounds and all that stuff. And basically, if you fall into the grass out of bounds, you instantly die. So it's like, a tournament setting. So we were like, both picked Captain Falcon because he had a bunch of Dragon Ball Z textures for Captain Falcon. So like, I was Goku and he was Super Saiyan 5 Goku. Like, yeah, the
Oh.
Super Saiyan 5 fan art thing someone made, they made that into an actual skin. So we were doing crazy fights with those guys. And then it got even crazier because we were like, oh, you know what? This is awesome, but let's put bunny ears on them, turn down the gravity, and turn up the speed. So the straight up Dragon Ball Z style fights going on where like when we jump, we'll just go so high we're off the screen. And we move around so quickly like a smash ball shows up and we're trying to get it. But as soon as we jump up to hit it, we just fly right past it and don't even touch it. It was great. And then since it's Captain Falcon, I guess the people that made the texture, the Dragon Ball Z textures, they made it so that when you do his final smash and he gets into his F-Zero and crashes into you, they took that away, so it's just Goku doing a super kick. He's like sitting there and his legs are straight out, and then that just you kick the other dude. It was so much fun. It was an absolute blast, and it made Brawl fun to play again. Since I can't really play it online.
Sad frog. Otherwise, I would destroy you with my awesome Mario skills.
Yeah, right. No, you wouldn't. because my Falco would rock you like a
Falco.
hurricane. Do you play? Wait. I was about to ask Jared if he played, but you don't have a Wii.
Nope.
No. Let's see. What else have I played? I started playing Marvel 3 again because they put out the Heroes and Heralds mode.
Fuck!
Oh yeah, it's such a great mode. You wanna play with cards? Oh, that's awesome. And they give you crazy abilities. Yeah, so cool. Oh, you wanna play online with other people? Yeah, you can do that. You wanna play with your friends? No. No, can't do that. That's silly. Why would you want to make a lobby and play with specific people? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, you get all these, like, there's hundreds of cards of, like, so many customizable, like, loadout you can have for your characters to have devise new strategies to the game already. But you can only use the cards in training mode, an offline single player, or in online, like, ranked quick matches, which you'll just go online, you'll fight, like, a Wesker who can poison you and has super armor, so you can't even win when you go online.
Exactly.
I just wanted to play you and have, like, some crazy ridiculous deck.
That is. It's not like say crazy ridiculous dick. Because
You would say that.
fag. But yeah, that's really frustrating. I'm very upset with Capcom again because they apparently really don't want me to like their game at all.
I had so many good troll decks lined up for you. It was going to be awesome.
Man, I just want to do some invisibility matches and things like that.
That's what my troll decks were. Like, I would combo you, and then I would do a snapback, and the snapback would steal your meter, give it to me, give me extra strength, and make me invisible for one snapback. Like, which way I go? I'm crazy strong now.
Invisible nemesis with superpower.
I was playing, like, offline, and I was, like, on level 5 special stage, and then, like, I had to fight an invisible nemesis. It was like, oh, shit! Fucking crap my pants.
I don't even want to play online with it. I literally only wanted to use this mode to play with friends. Like, I was cool with the offline mode is pretty cool because, like, it gives you a reason to keep playing because you want to get more cards and you keep playing and playing and playing. It's cool. It's a lot better than the arcade mode. It's just like, I really don't care about these crappy endings that are like 2 frames long and not even full animations. And then Ultimate Marvel doesn't even give you new ones. It actually shortens some of them because they put those characters that were in those endings in the game. Just, it's absolutely frustrating to me how Capcom keeps ruining this game. They keep
can't even get a good netcode. Like, I mean, you play the slight delay, so like our execution's always off than what it should be.
It's just like, oh yeah, you want to play a new Marvel versus Capcom game? Yeah, all right, cool. We'll release it again 6 months later with a few more characters, and you have to pay for it all over again instead of just downloading an update. And we'll blame it on a natural disaster in Japan. Oh, that's great. Oh, and we'll also throw in a new mode in that. But you won't get that right away. You'll have to wait 2 months before you get that extra mode, and then you won't even get to use it the way that you'd like to. That's fantastic.
I'm on the brink of just buying AE again, like just Super Street Fighter 4 just to play that with you, because
Yeah.
no problems with that.
Yeah, I still haven't even bought Ultimate Marvel yet. I'm just sitting around with the GameFly copy, just kind of looking at it and contemplating, should I buy this? Should I?
Yeah, well, I bought it, so I'm stuck with it now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, I have to like it.
You're stuck with it until the next game comes out and you trade it in for that, and then I'm like, hey, you want to play this? No, I don't have it anymore.
So I got super out of Marvel. Like, excuse me for not having like good money, so I had to like fucking trade in games to get more games. So
You trade in everything.
to get more games because I want to play new games.
That's why I like the digital games that we can play together, because you can't freaking sell them when you're done with them. Like you would probably not even have Marvel 2 now if it wasn't a digital download. You probably would have traded that in by now.
If I had like a PS2 copy of like Marvel 2 or something, like a Dreamcast copy, I'd have kept that.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I still got all my PS2 games I never traded in. I could never get rid of God Hand or Guitar Man. Could run like X. Some of my 360 games I'm like not playing right now, or I could rebuy later that I trade in just to get some quick money towards a new game.
Yeah, it took me a while before I got into the mindset that I should not be trading in my games because I get ripped off, and these are actually good games that I should keep. Like when I was a kid, I traded in games like Earthbound, and then I get older, I'm like, why did I trade that game in? I even gave them the manual. I remember when I did it too. Like I brought in the giant strategy guide manual that comes with the game, and I traded that in with it. And it was like, well, we don't really need this. Like, oh, you might as well take it anyway. Stupid little me! What are you doing? I'd have to pay $20 to get that back now. But I got the game back. I got a new copy of the game, but I don't have the strategy guide anymore with the scratch and sniff cards and all that cool stuff. That's all gone. And it's just I came to a conclusion at some point that it was just like, why am I selling my games? These games, I only get like, I think they used to give you a little more for them too, but now it's just like GameStop gives you, oh, you want to trade in this $50 game? We'll give you $5 for it. Oh wait, what? Yeah, $5. That's good. Oh, $3 if you want cash. Like they have in-store credit and cash, and so you get less if you want cash. And it's just like this is not even worth it.
I swear I tried to trade in a game once and I got offered a penny for it. I mean, it was a copy of iToy Chat for the PS2. You know that game where it's like all you can do is chat with other people who have this game
and a modem for their PS2.
Yeah, but then they offered me a penny for that, and I didn't want the game, so I took it. I couldn't even play it. I had no reason to keep that game. So it's like, fine, I'll take the penny. Fuck it.
Could have tried selling it online and gotten a little more for it. Come on.
2 pennies. Profit. Wasn't even my game anyway. Somebody gave it to me because they didn't want it, so it was a profit for me, that penny.
I guess. Well, how much did they sell it for?
What, £1 or something? Sell it for like 100 times what they bought it from me from. Whoa. Man, just a penny. Whatever.
What about you, Jared? Did you trade in games when you were younger? Or
Nope,
now?
never have. Been strongly against it from the start.
When was the start? When you were 6? 6 years old?
Like, I'm never going to sell in my games.
Fuck that! No, just like when I actually started owning games, which I guess 12 when I started buying games.
Buying games for yourself or your...
Yeah, for myself. Like before they were all just my brother's games, so I didn't really have much of a say.
Yeah, when I was younger, my mom got me a lot, like all my games. I didn't have an allowance yet when I was younger, and so she got me a lot of stuff. And then I guess maybe it was because when I started buying the games myself, I started thinking more about. I was just like, this is my money, and I'm not getting as much back. And I think maybe that was why I came to the conclusion, like, I need to just not sell my games anymore. I just need to keep them. Even if I don't play them anymore, they're finished. Or if I don't even like them and they're crappy games, I'll keep them anyway. Like, I won, a while back, I won Terminator Salvation for 360. I just won a copy of that. I haven't even touched it yet. I haven't even played it, but I keep it anyway. I think it's still in the... No, I think I may have gotten it out of the shrink wrap by now, but... It's just a game that I haven't even tried yet, and I might play for laughs. I might stream it sometime whenever I get back to streaming games again, or anything for that matter.
I just never really had that problem of like not finishing games. I guess I mean, I've never felt the need to just buy every game that I might like. I usually only buy games that I know I will want to play through.
Well, I mean, I feel that way too. Whenever I buy a game, it's like, oh yes, I want this game. I must play this game. This is going to be awesome. And I play it, and then another game comes out, and I get distracted. It's gaming ADD. I have it pretty bad. I have a lot of games in my inventory that I have not even touched. I have so many games in my Steam account. I think I have 80-something games in my Steam account now, thanks to like bundles and sales and things. I haven't even touched half of them.
What would you estimate the amount of money you spent on games that you haven't played?
Well, you could do that Steam thing. There's like the Steam calculator just tells you how much your Steam account is worth. That'd be a rough estimate. For
I don't
Steam.
think I even need to do Steam estimate. I'm just thinking not just Steam, but all of my games. I have like PlayStation 2 games that I got because they were like rare and I never even touched them. I got La Pucelle Tactics because I remember people saying it was a really hard to find game and I found it cheap. It was like bought, and I never played it. And that was back when I was totally into Disgaea. I loved all the Atlas strategy RPG games, but I just never played it. But I have it. I would say I've probably spent. I don't even want to say.
My Steam account has got 68 games and it's valued at $759.
Did you just look that up, or did you have that on memory?
I just looked it up. I'm looking up yours right now.
Oh, you're looking at mine. Good. You can.
You have 65 games at the value of $774.
Oh.
So you get less games than me, but you're worth like $15 more or something.
Yeah, I have like, oh man, I have so many. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I've definitely spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on games and systems and everything, and I spent $300 on my 3DS and Zelda. And I'm just now starting to get into playing it again because I just decided to go in the store and I downloaded the update for my 3DS and I got the Ambassador games, the Game Boy games, and I tried to play like the Yoshi's Island, Game Boy version of Yoshi's Island, and I couldn't play it because I'm so used to the Super Nintendo controls, and the 3DS has Super Nintendo controls, and it's like, oh, you need to use the shoulder buttons if you want to throw eggs, and it just kept throwing me off, and I was just like, I can't play this. I could, and then I tried some of the other ones. It's just like, why would I play any of these Game Boy Advance games on my 3DS when I have a PSP with a bigger screen? It was pointless. I downloaded them anyway.
You mean like emulating the games on your PSP?
Yes. No, I mean actually taking the cartridge.
That's illegal talk. You're gonna get it. FBI is gonna invade the podcast.
Sony is hiring FBI agents to raid us. Kick down the podcast doors.
You're gonna get
Not
raped in
us.
prison.
You.
Yeah. They're gonna get me because I did something perfectly legal. I took my PSP and I fiddled around with it because I never had to sign a contract for my used PSP to do whatever the hell I feel like with it. And the only reason I bought a PSP was because I could use it as a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, a Game Boy Advance, a Game Gear. Why would I? What? They have games for this thing? Like UMDs? What? No, thank you. I'll just use it as my portable everything device.
You'll doom us all.
Whatever, man. Like, the PSP would not have sold nearly as well as it did if it was not hackable. Like, I can understand it being a problem that, people can play any game they want on it for free, including PSP games, but just the possibility of having every classic console in your pocket is too awesome to just turn down.
Then everybody pirates those games and then can't get the new fucking Monster Hunter game released over here in English. Fuck! Because everybody fucking steals it. So they're just like, oh, well, I'm going to make it in English. What's the point? Every fucker's going to pirate it anyway.
You know what? I don't really care that much about Monster Hunter.
Yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, well, no.
Give my killer back.
Too bad it's mine now.
Not Merry Christmas.
I want them to make a new Monster Rancher game. Forget Monster Hunter. I want Monster Rancher.
Yeah, well, then,
Like with MP3s instead?
Well, I mean, it's still, like, if they did it on a console, they could still do discs. Yeah. I don't know. I think the last good one was it 4? 4 was the one where you took your monsters and went out exploring more thoroughly. I really enjoyed those Monster Hunter games, and I really missed that series. I think they made one for the DS not too long ago, but it's not the same because you can't swap discs to find more monsters and things. And just
Yeah. That was the best part of it, just going through your CD collection and seeing what comes up.
yes, I had
what the fuck?
a pile of them.
Oh, there was another achievement on that Steam, like, whole sales thing. Like, you did one of the easy achievements, like, join this group.
Oh yeah.
And then I was expecting to get another piece of coal. But you know what I got?
What did you get?
I got a copy of Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. It's like the full game. For people like joining a Steam group, it's like, here you go, Wilbo. Oh, thanks, Steam.
Well, see, now I want to see
Free
what I
game.
got. If it'll load for me this time.
Just go to the store.
Before I got more
and then you
coal.
click on the great gift pile, and then there's an achievement that says click here and then join this group. You join that group, and then you check your inventory, and then see what you get. You get a fucking whole game. Yeah.
I guess we should talk about that. Just Steam sales going on right now. Even though by the time people might listen to this, it might be like, oh, I don't have that anymore.
The Steam sales are on to like 2nd of January.
Oh, goody. I have 3 coals now. That's...
I've got 1 coal, a 50% discount on any Valve title and through a coupon, and a copy of Operation Flashpoint Rising. If any of you want that Valve coupon, you can have it.
Yeah, I have the Valve coupon too, but I don't really care about it because it's like, oh, 50% off of any Valve game that's come out before the new year, and you can only use it after the new year, after the sales are done. So it's like, this is pretty useless to me because I have all the...
We should try combine our coupons to get 100% off and just get a free game. Yeah!
But I have all those Steam games I want. Just...
Free game? I'm not going to play Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising, but I've got it.
I guess. I don't know. I want the good ones. I want the big ones. I don't know. I can't think of any big ones. Like, I don't know, Arkham City. I want Arkham City on my PC.
I already got it. Stay, I'm good.
Yeah, but yeah, Monster Hunter. Tecmo, get on that. Was it Koi Tecmo now, or Tecmo Koi?
You mean Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher, yes. Because I wouldn't ask Capcom for anything, because clearly whenever I ask them for something, it's too much of a hassle for them to do. Oh, hey, can you please put Mega Man in this game? Okay, he's a card. That's not what I meant.
Okay, he's 2 costumes. No.
Yeah.
He's in the background of this one stage as a picture.
Capcom and Konami, it's amazing what a Japanese developer can take a fan's request and kind of do what they want in the way that doesn't make anyone happy.
What's Konami done?
Castlevania.
How so?
Castlevania HD, which wasn't actually HD.
Right, the MMO game that you just grind for items the whole time. That's the only point of that game because it's so short.
Hey, I'm gonna get that Valve Plus one. Just another 500 runs of stage 10. I'll get it.
It's such a... I hate games like that. I hate grinding. I mean, I'll do it.
I can already beat every stage of all 11 stages.
Right, but you just keep playing to get more items so that you can play those levels again with better items. It's just as bad as an MMO.
Hey, right now, all I want to do is I want to get the another Valve Plus one so I can beat Michael's time and get a better score on a certain stage. That's my only purpose of still playing that game.
Okay.
I gotta beat him!
Getting scores and wanting to beat other people is better. But I was really disappointed with that because I was hoping it was going to be something longer at least, and they barely supported that game. I guess I can see what you're talking about, but
I mean, it's almost like they do these things just so that they can say they did it and it didn't work, so they don't have to do what people really want.
Barely supported it. It's like the game came out and it was just like, oh, here you go, there's like 6 stages and there's like 5 characters. Go away, play this. It's like, oh, okay. And the game was like, here you go, you can have these 2 characters. You can play as like other like Castlevania characters. Like, oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, you can play in this stage from this game. Oh, okay. And they just kept adding like more stages and more characters. Like you could play as the 8-bit sprite of Simon Belmont.
Nice.
And you can play the 8-bit sprite of Getsu Fuma, and he got his own stage because that's like a classic Konami game.
Yeah.
And then released like all these music packs had like these really awesome like versions of all the Castlevania music, and it was just amazing. Sure, most of the stuff you had to pay for, but it was worth it.
And I think that's one of the things that annoys me about Konami the most with these games, because Wilbo and I have been playing Hardcore Uprising, and like we were watching the opening video, and that was totally awesome. And there was a character there that I was like, oh, I totally want to play as that guy. Where is he? What? Maybe I have to unlock him. We play a lot of the game, and I decided to look online, like, how do we unlock this character? Because I really want to play as this guy. Like, oh, all the extra characters are DLC only, so the only characters you get in the game are the guy and the girl. That's it. There's 2. What?
The exact noise you made at the same time.
It's
when you read it online.
Pissed me off so much because it was like, I really wanted to play as this guy, but I have to buy him now.
You just want him for his porn mustache?
I want him for his awesome hair and mustache beard combo and the sunglasses, and he looks awesome.
Also, now the cool stuff, like the whole Peace Walker Monster Hunter Portable Third thing that Konami and Capcom did with each other was pretty cool.
That's true.
Like in Monster Hunter Portable Third 2, there was an event quest. There's a few Metal Gear event quests where you could unlock. You had to fight like themed monsters, and then the quest would be like named something like Solid and Liquid or whatever. And then during those quests, you get like Metal Gear Solid music playing while you hunted, and it was awesome.
Nice.
And then a certain quest came out. We had to fight this like really huge version of a monster, and you'd unlock these tickets called Big Boss tickets. And then you set up enough. If you're a guy, you could make a Big Boss set of armor, so you could be Snake.
Nice.
And then had like appropriate skills based on like the character. And then you could, if you were a female, you could be the boss, and you get like armor skills based on her. So that was cool on their part. And then in Peace Walker on PSP, right near the end, you could like take a side tour on a mission, and you would find a feline from Monster Hunter, and it would take you in a boat to Monster Hunter Island, where like up to 4-player co-op, you could hunt a Rathalos, a Tigrex, and then there's a dinosaur like Monster Hunter style version of Metal Gear Rex. Shoots like blood lasers and shit, and it's got all these cool attacks. Like it could shoot these bones across the entire map, and then it would do this scream that would echo across all the bones, causing them to explode. So if you're near a bone, it would damage you. And it's just like, it's such a cool monster. I love that mission.
Nice.
And you could still like do like Monster Hunter style stuff, but you were using guns and stuff. Like I was fighting a Tigrex for like a M16, and I blew its tail off with C4. It was amazing. I love those. But nobody ever plays Peace Walker ever. I had to play my own. It's much harder.
Well, it's because I talked to my friend about that. I was asking him why he doesn't play the game, and he was like, because it's all about managing your troops and takes too long to recruit people and get troops. I just want to play the missions and do the game.
Not like during a mission, like if you knock a soldier out or like whatever, sneak up on him, then you just like attach a balloon to him. You get 10 balloons per stage, and then that'll send him back to your base.
You are mine now.
It's funny because like if you stick it behind a soldier, like, you tell him to freeze, and then you can attach him to a balloon, and just the guy's just lying on the ground, and then he just feels something on his back, and he's like, huh? And then he just gets sucked up into the sky to like get taken away by a plane. All he hears, ah! That'll be scary as shit. Some guy like straps you to a balloon. You're like, oh shit! And then all you do is like the soldiers go back, and they've got different stats. And then if they've got like a stat, you put them in like that appropriate location. That's all like the team management you do in that entire game.
It may sound like there was more. I barely played the game, honestly.
So you just strap people to balloons?
Yes. You pull a Batman. You pull a Dark Knight.
Keep like if you play on that and keep fighting the robot bosses enough, you get like a bunch of parts. You can make your own Metal Gear that you can use in missions.
Ooh.
He's called Zeke. It's Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear Zeke.
I don't know how you work it, but you can give him like a Vocaloid style voice, and you can make him you can program. I don't know how to get that to work, but if I did that, it'd be so cool.
Make him sound like Miku. What?
And there's just like there's so many like homages to like other things. Like there's a mission, like an extra mission called Puyan, which is like one of the really old like arcadey style games that Konami had, where you had to guide a balloon through a maze, and like the music from that is like just like sounds like Atari music plays over the whole mission.
Nice.
And you just stand on a bridge, and these soldiers are being sucked up by balloons, and you get to shoot them the balloons to stop them from stealing your soldiers. It's just like this like 8-bit loop just like plays the whole time. It's just hilarious. And there's some missions where like you have to like there's ghosts and stuff.
What?
You have to like get through an area, and there's these ghosts, and if the ghost like runs up and grabs you, it'll start like strangling you to death. If you can find the ghost's host body, you can give it like CPR, and then it will suck the ghost back into his body. They'll come back to life, so the ghost can't attack you.
Ah, man, I want to play this more now.
And of course,
Don't give a fuck.
There's all the 2-player like cool stuff you can do, like the 2-player boxes. Like I got a box that's also a tank. So if you're playing 2-player, whoever's in the front controls the box, and whoever's in the back controls the cannon. So like we're fighting this like 500-foot like behemoth tank, and we're in like a cardboard box painted like a tank. Like, the box, he's just like firing the gun. We're just running about this big chasm in a box, like kill that robot. like my favorite PSP game. It's got so much to it. There's like so many missions, and it's got like full like online for everything.
I guess.
Didn't it come out for
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
PS3 with that?
it's got
the HD collection.
Which is not out here till like February, and I fucking want
Wait,
it.
does that mean it has the
It has Peace Walker on it.
I mean,
and I think you can play
is it online? Like the Peace Walker portion?
I'm not sure about the 360 version because when you play on PSP, you just like use ad hoc on a PS3.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering, like, if the HD version has online multiplayer for that component, or if it's just offline. But I would think they would make it online, but I don't know. I'll have to look that up because if it does have online, I might just get it for 360 and play with you on that version because I just don't like playing it on PSP with the
case of the matter would be is would I be able to transfer my PSP file to the 360 version of the game? Because I know like when you can do it with the PS3 version, like it's got a way you can just transfer your file straight over.
Oh, nice.
And there's a version of that too.
Oh
like,
yeah,
transferring. So if it doesn't have that in the 360 version, I'm just gonna get the PS3 version because I've got like over 100 hours of my Peace Walker file. I'm not just gonna ditch them. Just
crap! I guess I'm gonna
start
have to
with you.
get it on PS3 then, and
well, unless it works with 360. I don't
think it will. Why would transferring work with the 360 when it's like the PSP connecting to the PS3 for data?
Well, that's why I gotta look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I guess I'm going to have to abandon achievements on that one and go with trophies. I don't know. I shouldn't hate on trophies, but I do because it doesn't add to my EP.
However, he said the whole game will first take advantage of the new transferring system, which allows PS3 Peace Walker players to transfer their saves to the PSP and continue playing while on the move.
Wait, but does it work the other way?
Yeah, but you're not on the 360 though.
But I mean, can you? If you already had it on PSP, can you transfer it?
Yeah, it works both ways.
Transfer it.
If you do the PSP copy, say like you're on the train or something somewhere, way home, you could like play it, and then when you get back, you just transfer your file onto like your PS3, and then you just play it on your TV.
I feel like more games should be like that aren't. Like I started.
As far as I know, there's only 2 games that do that: Peace Walker and Monster Hunter Portable Third.
Yeah, the only games that do it are the Konami ones. Or no, I guess that's a Capcom game. But whatever.
Well, in conclusion, Peace Walker is an awesome game, and you should get it from either PSP or get the Metal Gear HD collection when it comes out wherever you live.
I think I will have to do that then. I want to play that. I want to play it a lot.
Well, I can get my own PS3 soon, so like, I mean, you totally.
Excellent. What are you getting one for Christmas?
Yes, my family were like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I'm like, "I don't know, give me money so I can save up for a PS3." They're like, "We'll get you a PS3." They're like, "Oh, thanks, yo."
Sweet, because do I even have any? I don't even know if I have any multiplayer games for my PS3 anymore. Whoa, Warhawk. We can play Warhawk.
HD.
We can play Warhawk and wish that we were in the Starhawk beta. Because I'm really mad that apparently I missed out on that.
Remember when they released the jetpacks for that game and people were like, "Look at me, I got a jetpack," and somebody would be flying about at jet level and you'd be in a jet, so you just hit them with your jet and like, "You're a jetpack. What are you gonna do?" And then you get a trophy for it. It's like, man, that was one huge bug or something.
Man, I've missed that game. Now I think back on it, that game was really fun.
I played online and like when they started like releasing the updates and stuff, and there was like that huge vehicle that it was like a big flying thing, and it could fit like 8 people, and it could like pick up a vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
So like you could like deploy a tank, and there'd be like 8 sentries on it. And I was driving a tank in a level, and my teammates came by and picked me up in that and dropped me in the water. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? You just killed me!" They were like laughing at me and calling me a faggot. So I took out a pair of binoculars and called in an artillery strike. Vehicle, and they all died. 8 people. I killed them all. Like, fuck you. Fucking drop my tank in the water, asshole.
Alright, it's confirmed. When you get your PS3, I'm guessing you're going to get it on Sunday?
I don't know if I'm going to get it straight away because money problems or whatever, but I'll get it eventually. And I've got a PS with me right now. I borrowed Richard's again.
Well, damn, we need to play some Warhawk. I was about to say Starhawk. I was like, oh, I don't want to play that one.
Close to like going over my download limit, so I don't want to risk it, but I've got Wipeout HD downloaded, and I think Little Big Planet's on there too, so there's a couple we could play.
Oh yeah, I haven't played Little Big Planet in forever. I don't know, Little Big Planet disappointed me just because of the jumping mechanic. I'm
gonna buy like a converter thing you can get, so I could like use a 360 controller on PS3. So if I play games on the PS3, like I'm not gimped because I have to use the PS3 controller where I'm so used to 360.
Right.
I'm at my prime on this.
I didn't know they had a converter for it. I guess.
Well, you can get converters both ways, like PS3 to 360 or 360 to PS3. So you can like if you had a stick that was 360 only, you can use it on PS3.
Can I use the PlayStation Move on my Xbox 360?
No, you got to.
That sucks. What do you think of all this, Jared? You've been rather quiet there, clicking away at your
Video
clicker
games.
thing.
Yep. What were we talking about again?
All right, everybody, it's the Jared Cast. This is the portion of the podcast where Jared gets to speak his
Jared
mind.
Cash.
Jared,
Welcome to the Rock.
what really grinds your gears?
Um,
I hate it when I'm not playing Rocksmith. It's like.
I think it's dumb that Origin has that things on Origin can actually be out of stock despite being online downloadable games.
What? It could be out of what?
Yeah,
Good work.
they will mark things as out of stock.
And it's a digital download.
Yes.
Fuck you, EA. Jeez.
And guess what? Mass Effect 3 is going to be running through that. So, good luck.
Oh, that's right. It is an EA game. Oh, fuck. Well, it's a good thing I play all of them on the Xbox. So I don't really give a shit.
No, it runs through Origin on Xbox.
I don't understand. I have to set up an Origin account to play my game on my Xbox?
Yep.
Stupid people.
I really... EA really wants us to hate them again, don't they? Like, we were finally getting over that. We were just like, you know what? EA isn't so bad anymore. They got games like Dead Space. They're really trying to expand and, you know, be something more and really try to get unique games out there. They're not so bad. Activision, that's a bunch of assholes. But no. EA is not satisfied with being an okay company. They must reign supreme as the biggest assholes in the entire industry.
Yep.
Wow, that's...
You see any of the preview videos or any of the live streams of Final Fantasy XIII 2?
Oh, I haven't watched any live streams for it, but I did watch a few trailers and checked out the heavy metal Chocobo song. Like, I didn't like the heavy metal Chocobo song at first, but then I listened to it again and again and again because I showed it to my friend and he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is hilarious! It's so funny!" I was like, it's amusing. I understand why you would find it funny, and the more I listened to it, I was like, this isn't a bad song.
You should make it the outro.
I the outro to the entire game.
No, to the podcast.
Oh, make it the outro to the podcast. I guess I could. Now that I think about it, I didn't think of what I would do for the podcast opening song since some assholes kind of took over. Like, we're not assholes, dude. Why are you still here? Like zoinks.
Okay.
It was very necessary.
Yes.
I felt the need to tie in everything. This is our universe here. Universe cast.
Ultimate Gerald versus fucking Rocksmith 3. New Age of DLC.
Called Jared Gerald.
I don't even know why I said Gerald. The brain's everywhere at the minute. Gerald.
Your mouth just
Don't even have Rocksmith. Just go straight to 3.
HDB mix.
Jared versus Locksmith 3. New Age of Rocking. No, wait. That's 2. The Fate of 2 Guitars.
Now supports loots.
Lute. That's that goofy little instrument, right? That it looks like an egg with a stick through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one they...
Just making sure it's from the medieval times. You usually see it in movies like Sword in the Stone. Like,
That sounds more like a banjo.
then
Though now that you mention it, that would be pretty good too.
Banjo in Rocksmith.
Yeah.
Banjo Smith.
I thought you meant
You'd
Banjo-Kazooie.
Put in
He should be in Rocksmith.
Just-
Just, That's like every time you play Banjo-Kazooie, that's all you hear is like. And then like Grunty comes along and is like. It's like all the banjo games ever.
That was so good. Oh no! You know what? I think about it. I haven't finished Banjo-Tooie yet. I really should go back and finish that because that game was. I had never played it when I was a kid. I always wanted to, but I never got my hands on it when I was a kid. So I didn't get to play it until it came out on the live arcade, and I was absolutely blown away by the leap in quality from the first game. The first game is fantastic. It's a classic, but the second one added so much stuff. I was absolutely blown away because I was just like, I figured it would just be a sequel where it was more of the same thing with a couple new abilities, but it's like, nope, there's a first-person shooter segment here and other crazy stuff over here. It's like, whoa.
My friend was playing Banjo-Tooie and XPLA, and I wasn't really paying attention. I sort of turned around. I'm like, dude, are you a washing machine? And he's like, hell yeah, I'm a washing machine. And I'm like, that's awesome.
You did that in the first game. You went to the cove.
I thought in the first game you only like accidentally turned into a washing machine unless you did the cheat.
Yeah, you do the cheat to do it. Yeah, in the first.
I didn't cheat, sir. How dare you?
You never did any of the cheats to give yourself like a big head or infinite feathers or turn.
I don't want to lose my file. Like Grunty says, like if you do too much cheats, you'll like slap your shit or something.
Every single game that came out on the N64 had a big head mode.
Yep, but now you got to pay for that in games like Dead Rising 2.5.
I think anyone who pays for a big head mode should qualify for eugenics.
Didn't you say before that was a way to weed out the idiots in the world or something? There's a lot of.
Yep.
A
lot of people, I'm sure, bought horse armor too.
Like DLC quest, and like one of the DLC was the most expensive one was horse armor. But you had to buy it or you couldn't beat that game.
I still need to play that. I have been meaning to get that.
It's like some of the DLC you have to buy. Like just right from the start of the game, it's like you could buy this horse mode, like this not horse mode, it's a horse armor, like it makes your horse look nice. It's like, why would I buy that? You can't even use the horse. And then you're just walking about getting money so you can like buy more DLC. You buy music and you buy the ability to pause, and then you buy like animations on your characters. And it's like, I gotta go to the next zone. It's like, so sorry, you gotta buy this map pack. It's like, that's hilarious. And then I go to the next zone, it's like, you can buy the zombies pack. And all it does is add zombies, it doesn't even do anything else. And then you get to the end of the game, and the guy tries to attack you, and your horse shows up. And if your horse is wearing the horse armor, then he's invincible, and it kills the boss for you. This is like, the horse armor is useful. Yeah, DLC quest, this game is just hilarious.
I really need to play that now. Dang, there's a lot of things I need to play. Like, I just started playing Lost Odyssey again. I'm on the third disc. Like, just started the third disc. And so I'm kind of jumping back into that world and trying to finish it because that was a really good game. And I really should have finished it a long time ago. Yes, what were we talking about? Topic shift! Kingdom Hearts 3DS trailer. Oh, it was so good. I'm sure I'm the only one that watched it or even cares about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Wilbo didn't say yep. Do you care about Kingdom Hearts, Wilbo?
Not really.
Oh.
Played 1 and 2, and I played the one on the Game Boy. It was like cards.
The Game Boy one was good. Wait, so you've played through 2?
Yes.
You should really play the PSP one because that one is fantastic.
And the best part of 2 was the fucking like the upgraded Gummy Ships mode. It made it awesome, and it's like, fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Gummy Ships mode in 2 was awesome, and then
Yes.
Sephiroth in 2 was too easy. Like fight Sephiroth in 2, so like, okay, I won. Fight Sephiroth in 1. Oh my god! I can't fucking win this fight! I've got 1 health left! Oh shit!
It's because 1 was a lot slower in the combat and everything. It was like you attack and then you wait, you attack and then you wait, and you gotta, it's just, there's a lot more pausing in the combat. And then 2 was just like streamlined combat. You just mash the X button, goes blah blah blah. Oh, press the triangle now. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're doing crazy stuff. Whoa! And then they kind of fixed that in the
that one fucking part in 2 where he had to fight that guy, and he had that move where like he could instantly win the fight.
Wait, which guy?
Oh, the guy had that move. Was like, dance, water, dance. Can't remember his name. But he had that one move, and if he performed it, then you just lose the fight immediately. It's like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I
The dude
lost
that
that fight
had
like
that,
7 times. I was like,
like that dude that had that guitar
yeah,
weapon.
it's something that's very,
I hated that dude so much. Ooh, I hated him.
yeah.
But then I kind of when you play the DS one, was it 365 and a half days? That's what it's supposed to mean, not 365/2 days. I'm like, no, 365 and a half because it's over the course of days. But yeah, like that game makes you feel for these characters. Even that dick, I kind of felt bad for by the end of the game. It was like, man, Sora just straight up killed all these motherfuckers. He killed all of them, and they were just totally innocent people, and they're dead now. Spoiler alert. You fight them and you kill them in Kingdom Hearts 2, and then you play this other game where you learn more about these characters, and then you feel bad for killing them in Kingdom Hearts 2. But it's just, oof. I really like the Kingdom Hearts series. I feel like people complain like the same. I feel like that game, Kingdom Hearts and Metal Gear Solid, get the same complaints. Where the story is the biggest complaint because it gets so convoluted and over the top, and just ridiculous stuff keeps adding to the plot, and get more questions and you get answers and all that stuff. But it's like, I like that. I really like that. And Kingdom Hearts has been answering the questions. Metal Gear Solid answered pretty much everything, and with Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 was like a straight up PowerPoint presentation game where they had so many half an hour cutscenes where it's just like visuals. It wasn't even people. You didn't see the people. It was an animated PowerPoint presentation where it was like, this is what this means. The reason for this in this game is because of this over here. And it would just have like a web stretching out, pointing out every single little detail to you. The whole game's purpose was to explain everything, and it did. And I feel like Kingdom Hearts games do that. They explain stuff later. It's like, for the longest time, people were just kind of scratching their heads on so wait, the nobodies are like the heartless without the hearts, but the heartless are called the heartless even though they're the heart portion of the person, and the nobodies actually don't have hearts. I don't understand anything. What is going on? What is happening to my world? They explain everything as you play through the games and add to the plot and make like Birth by Sleep explains so much crap about the entire series. Like, it explains why Sora and Riku and Kairi were chosen to do everything. It explains so much, and why everything is happening, and how Ansem came to be, and all this crap. It's just like, it's the best game because it explains stuff. It has the best combat, and it's so good. And then I saw the trailer for the new Kingdom Hearts game. It was just like, holy crap! You go to Tron Legacy World. What? You fight Rinsler? What? This game's going to be off the chain. It's continuing the plot too. That's great. That's crazy. It makes me excited because it means Kingdom Hearts 3 might be a little bit closer now. No, I don't know. I mean, they said it's supposed to be like the Chain of Memories was for Kingdom Hearts 2, what Kingdom Hearts 3D is supposed to be for Kingdom Hearts 3. If that'll probably start whenever the Final Fantasy 13 Versus comes out, which has been really taking way too long. Like, I don't know, either of you even excited for that game at all? Because
Nope.
I am.
Mm-mm.
No? You guys suck! Why can't you be excited with me? This game looks great. It's supposed to be using the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine, and it's gonna be action-packed, and it's just looks like so much more fun than Final Fantasy 13 was. I tried to play Final Fantasy 13, I just couldn't get into it. And then 13-2 is supposed to be coming out like in January, I guess. And I keep seeing stuff about it, and it's making me kind of curious. And I'm kind of like, maybe I should go back and finish it. No, but I already read the whole story on Wikipedia. Maybe I'll just read it again to catch up. And I try reading the story again, and I'm just like, what? The falsy is the Lucy, but then the FC came into this GH. What the fuck is this? It's so confusing. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. I feel like I have to play the game to understand it a little better, but I can't get into the game. I can't get into the characters. I can't get into a world that isn't going to explain itself to me.
There were way too many apostrophes in names in that game.
There were too many C's. Yes. Just that it just frustrated me because it was just I couldn't. They just start talking about these things like, oh, you don't know what they are? Where you've been living under a rock? You don't know what a falsie is in comparison to a lussy? Come on, dude.
What are you, a faggot?
It's just like, please, game, just stop for a second and pretend that I don't know what the hell is going on and tell me what these things are. But they don't do that. And I think that's, I don't know. I feel like some of the other Final Fantasy games that I've played and enjoyed explain things better. Because it was like, when I think back on Final Fantasy X, Tidus was introduced to this world that he did not know anything about. And
Yeah.
so it was all about explaining things as they went along. They didn't just assume you knew what sin was and assume you knew what aeons were and all that stuff. They explained it. And it was like you could identify with Tidus just because you don't know what's going on, just like he doesn't know what's going on. And you're coming into realizing what's going on with him. Final Fantasy 13 is like, oh, here are like 7 different characters that all have their own stories that will all get their own focus at some point in the game. So there is no main lead, even though it's kind of lightning, but not really because, you know, you can take control of Hope and you can take control of Snow and you can take control of my favorite character, the black guy that came, Saz. I couldn't remember his name for a second. Saz. You can take control of that dude, but they all have their own stories, and it's just like, it's just, this doesn't work. And it looks like 13.2 is going to be the same thing. But now you can time travel.
One of the frustrating things about the early game is that whenever you get something cool, they would then immediately switch you to a different character, so you didn't get to use it.
Didn't you play through the whole game when no one else would? When it came out? Was that you?
I actually didn't even make it through the whole thing.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else then. It just, I want to be excited for this new one, and I am interested in the new one, but I just can't bring myself to go back and play the first one. Because it just sucked. It sucked. It was linear. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to use linear, the linearity of it. I'm going to guess that's a word, so I can sound smart.
I'm gonna guess no.
Well, the linearness of the game.
That's even less of a word.
I didn't like how linear the game was. There! Boom! Okay? But I guess that's not a that shouldn't be too much of a complaint because I didn't get to play that far enough to really feel like, okay, I don't get to do anything other than the progressive story.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't have to wait that long.
I guess. I literally only played a couple hours of that game.
It goes on for more than a couple hours. It's like 10 hours in before you start getting any type of freedom.
I think that's what I've heard about. It's just, I could not get into it. I feel like...
So, like, when most games are ending, this one is starting?
That's really bad. That's kind of like Kingdom Hearts games, or at least the second one and the DS one, where it's like, oh, there's a really slow build-up to the actual fun part of the game. It's like 2 hours before you really get into anything. It's just like, that's too long. You should be getting me into this right away.
And they constantly like pad out the storyline by just having characters that could easily resolve things by just telling someone about something, not tell them, or get interrupted by a thing. And that can happen maybe once or twice, but the 5th time you do it...
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I'm excited for 13 Versus is that I don't really need to care about the story, even though it looks like it's going to be very visually entertaining at least, and not be, I mean, it's going to be drama filled, of course, but it just feel like it's going to be a funner game because I get to actually take control of my characters and do stuff with them. That's another thing that pissed me off about 13. It's just, oh, you wanna choose the attacks for your characters? Well, you can kind of do that for one of your characters, but really you're just going to end up doing auto battle to make things go quicker and just heal them. All the game becomes is managing your character's health, making sure they stay alive while they do everything. You are a medic for these characters. You don't control them.
Well, I mean, there's actually a lot more depth to it. It's just, for most of the game, you don't have to use any of it. You can just auto-battle.
Yeah. I just...
Like, if they actually make the encounters more interesting in Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, that battle system could actually be really fun to play.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like about one of the things I like about Lost Odyssey, because it's like if Final Fantasy X was on a next gen console, and there are things like where if you know what you want to do, you just want to have everyone attack this one character, you can just hold down the A button and it zips through everyone's thing, like attack, 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 and go. Just go attack now, please. Meanwhile, other games, it's like, okay, I have to pick this again, even though I know what I want them all to do the same thing, but I have to pick it and then pick the character, pick this, pick that. And I think they were trying to circumvent that with 13, but instead they just kind of took away all the control. I feel they took away all the control from the player and just made you sit there and like, look at all the pretty action. Don't you wish you were actually doing this? Yeah, actually I do. Well, you might be able to do something like this in the other game if we ever finish it. Could you finish that? No, we're going to make a sequel to this one first.
Put in quick time events.
I hate you, Square Enix.
I just want another Chrono Trigger. Not that Chrono Cross thing, but like another Chrono Trigger.
But wasn't Chrono Cross the sequel to Chrono Trigger? What do you mean? What do you mean you want another Chrono Trigger? You want another game starring Chrono?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I kind of feel like they just need to leave well enough alone with some of their franchises. Like, I don't know. I still have yet to play Chrono Cross, but I feel like Chrono Trigger is such a full game. It doesn't need any more story built onto it.
Maybe just like a remake.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. That almost happened, and then Square Enix was like, no, nobody is going to be making anything Chrono related except for us. So we never got that cool 3D remake that some fans were gonna make. I don't understand why these developers have to be so uptight about everything. Sega shuts down the Sega Fran Remix thing that was basically recreating stages from Sonic 2, making them look crazy beautiful in HD. I mean, I guess a part of that was because they were doing the exact same thing with Sonic Generations, but they hadn't announced it yet, but they wanted them to stop that because it was like, well, like when I think about it, just like, why? Because this was better? Because it was actually accurate in recreating the original physics while your game didn't? Why would you just not let someone make their own fan game? They're not profiting from it. It's not going to screw you over. Like, I just don't get why they can't embrace the community the way that some other groups do. I kind of want to say Capcom, but I'm so mad at Capcom. I just don't really want to. But I guess Capcom is the only group that I can think of that's really listening to anybody or letting their fans do things, you know?
Yeah. A lot of those companies like Capcom and Konami and Square, they just don't even seem to understand how to run their own franchises.
So it's been like over an hour. How about we wrap things up?
I guess we'll wrap things up for this week. I don't really have a name for this podcast. I don't know what to call it.
The Metal Gear Peace Walker cast.
That's a lame name. That's a really lame name.
Peace cast.
The Peace Cast. Peace in the Middle East cast.
Oh, that's less lame than my name.
Peace. Wait, no. Peace in the. In what area are the Koreas in?
Peace cast.
I figure tie it into Kim Jong Il dying, like
The Ilcast.
the Kim Jong Il Memorialcast. I think that's a good title.
Great Leader Cast.
leader cast a memoriam to Kim Jong Il. I think that works. I think that works. Well, okay then. I guess farewell, everybody. See you all next week after Christmas. Hope you have
Bye.
a wonderful Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. No, you know what? Just Christmas. Christmas, cause
Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
ooh, that's a good one. Winter solstice. Now you know what? Just Christmas, because Christmas is the best one. When we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and
With a pagan holiday.
it's awesome.
Yep.
Presents, it's cool. Deal with it. So, later, everybody.